Hey everybody, it's Mama. Welcome back to Mama's Odi Tarot. So we are going to do the deep dive on Azealia Banks finally in this tarot reading. So I'm not going to waste any time. Let's jump right into it. I am always so confused by this girl. I mean, she is a character. I don't know what her personality is about, whether that's real or fake, but she can be very aggressive and hateful and nasty towards people, to be honest. And it's like, okay, sometimes I get it, but in other times I'm like, why does she talk that way and just spew so much negativity? I don't know. I don't want to be the judge. Only God could judge her. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. I first asked about, of course, her public persona versus her inner personality, her true inner personality. So let's jump right in. Public persona for Azealia Banks. Of course, passive aggressive nose writer. We know that. So, professional binge watcher. They're basically saying that she is nosy Nelly. To be honest, that is what they're saying there with that professional binge watcher. I'm looking at the way this lady nose is red. She's always all up in other people's business, always watching other people and living vicariously through them. That's another thing. She likes to live vicariously through people, like watch what they're doing and be like, oh, I love seeing her do that. I wish I could do that one day, but then never actually get up and do it. Like, you're capable. So that tends to, normally I don't like people who say that phrase because it's weird. Like, they really be trying to fake destiny swap with people and stuff instead of going out and living out their own life. But yeah, she's a nosy Nelly who's always watching, always all up in other people's business. We do got the garden card over here, so further emphasizing she's always in minding other people's business instead of watering her own garden and figuring out what she got going on. We also have passive aggressive nose writer. We know she's passive aggressive. Her mouth is nasty. She talks to people very disrespectfully and aggressively. She don't care about how it sounds. She don't care if she's being disrespectful or rude or nasty. Like, her public persona is this passive aggressive person who talks crazy and snaps back at people and claps back and talk to them and write these crazy messages about them on the internet and on social media. We also have laundry mountain climber. So she carries a lot of emotional baggage. She actually has a lot of emotional weight that she's carrying that she doesn't really talk about, that she doesn't really acknowledge, that she's kind of turning her back to. But yeah, very emotionally out of control and not able to really control her emotions and her anger because she's carrying all this emotional weight and baggage that she hasn't sifted through. So she's walking with it everywhere like a stench. Okay? Like a garbage bag that she's carrying around. But let's continue. Grill master. So please, always, this is another part of her public persona, is acting like she's just so much better than everybody, like she's just so above, she's an expert, she knows everything that she's talking about, she has the right to speak this way because she knows. She just act like she's the freaking what you call it, like somebody died and made her Jesus or something. Like, she's the expert, she's the know-all, the be-all know-all when it comes to a certain subject, and she knows everything about how a musician is supposed to act in music. She just thinks she knows everything, and she's the expert opinion when it comes to these type of things, that she's the authority on music and the subject of music, and talking all the mess that she be talking. She feel like she really has the right to because she knows more than other people. And with this grill master, she thinks that she's like an expert, musician, and she's one of the best musicians out there, and that she's slept on with this snooze button samurai, and people just, her public persona is that she's this ticking time bomb, right? And at any moment she's gonna explode, but at the same time people sleep on her and don't see how musically gifted she is and how she could pop out and really give us the best music at any time from her perspective. But yeah, definitely a ticking time bomb. Definitely, her attitude and her the way that she behaves, she can get out of control real quick. Like, her behavior, yeah, that's all a part of her public persona. So let's see about her true personality. That nasty behavior is something else. True personality, we got coffee addict, conspiracy theorist, retail therapy guru, delivery app devotee, and meal prep mastermind. Interesting. This is Looney Tunes if I ever seen it. I'm sorry, because how you a delivery app devotee, but then you a meal prep mastermind? How that work, y'all? This is two whole day. If we just take away the interpretation and the divination side of it, and we literally read it for what it was, you can't be devoted to Uber Eats and Door Dashing and all that, but then also be meal prepping every day. No, that's up two different minds. So that's what she got going on with her. But she got a duality about her. There is a light, a very, very dark side to her that we don't know about, okay, with this delivery app devotee. And she be getting herself intertwined with things that she don't have no business in. Like, she be devoted to the worst causes, the worst possible things. But on the surface, she pretends like she's making healthy choices, because sometimes she do. She's just back and forth. One minute she want to be a good person, one minute she want to be evil. She got the angel and the devil on her shoulder. She loves to talk with this coffee addict. Just love to talk. She can't stop running her mouth. Can't stop being in other people's business. Can't stop sipping tea. She's messy. Like, on it, like, she really is messy. This is what she do. And with this conspiracy theory, she be lying, making up stuff, just saying whatever. Literally just saying whatever she want to say. If she feel like it's the truth, then she's going to say it. Doesn't matter whether there's any information to back it up. Like, she's a real life conspiracy theorist out here, just be coming up with conspiracies and hoping that people will, align to it and believe it and start saying it and agree with her. And then we have this retail therapy guru in the middle of it all, where she's this fame whore, this label whore, this money whore, where all she cares about is how she can make her next dollar, where's she going to get money from, and how she can, secure her income so that she can shop and do all her materialistic things and live this luxurious, soft life that she want to live. Yeah, she's very money motivated and materialistic. All right. So, I mean, compared to her public persona, that feels like a little bit, she leans more into her devilish side, right? But let's go ahead and continue our next acts. How did she become who she is, and why did she always want the music career? So let's start there. Why did she want to, become a musician? Did she always want this? And we're using my new deck, y'all, that I haven't used much. This is my pot tarot deck. So bear with me as I think about what exactly these are. I know we have the Temperance here. And then we had the Three of Buds, which would be the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so the Temperance, the Three of Pentacles, and then Three of Banks, Three of Cups. So 3 angel number. And then the Five of... Is this Buds? I think this is the Five of Buds, which would be the Five of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. And then the Ace of Wands. Okay, I got it. And you could just tell too. Like, so basically her financial situation, she was looking for that financial security. She was looking for friends. I feel like she was lonely. She was looking for people to hang out with. She was looking for people to like her. She wanted a group of people to be around. Her main motivation for even wanting this was just so that she can stop going through the pain and the heartbreak of feeling alone with this Temperance and feeling like people would never like her or accept her. She just felt like she was always going to be by herself, and she was waiting on her big break and waiting on her big moment to have this happen. So that way she could, just have friends and people who like her and have money. Like, she felt like her whole life was heartbreaking with this Three of Swords here. Like, her life, she was sad. She was going through a lot of grief and pain and loss when it came to her life. And she felt like this was an opportunity for her to bring passion. Also to get, actually get lovers, guys that would actually want to sleep with her. Like, this was about just seeing her life improve. It's given, like, that person who would, like I said, when she was young, she was always just hoping and wishing, like, I want to have my cake and eat it too. You see how this person, it's like cake, it's cupcakes, it's donuts, it's french fries. Like, she really wanted to have her cake and eat it too. And she felt like she wasn't enjoying life. Like, she was bored, she was alone. She didn't have many friends. She didn't have, a lot of people. So this is what that was her main motivation for wanting to do this. And to pretty much be like a FU, like a slap in the face to all of the people that treated her bad in the past, that left her out in the cold and didn't treat her good and didn't want to be there for her. So yeah, that's what this is about. And getting male attention as well. Just to be real with this Ace of Joints. She wanted dudes to look at her as a joint, and I feel like she was smoking and hot. So there's why she wanted it. Then our next asks, how did she actually become Azealia Banks? Like, what's the driving force behind her getting a career? Okay. Okay. Oh no. This is crazy, y'all. All right, because we got the Four of Cups. So this tell me that she was real cold, she was real apathetic, real stressed out, feeling like she wasn't getting what she wanted. Every day she was manifesting and hoping and wishing and praying to have this. And eventually with this Two of Pentacles, she had to make a decision when it came to her finances and her money, because she was juggling, she was stressing, things were not working out. And that decision, she finally made a choice, and that choice, excuse me, confirmation with this Two of Swords, the choice that she made was to go down a dark path. Was to get a deal. Was to sign a deal with the DEVIL. Yeah, she went to the DEVIL to do it with the Empress and the Death. She completely gave up her entire divine nature and who she truly was. She sold her soul, excuse my language, for entertainment purposes only. With this Ten of Swords and tools, yeah, she decided to take on all those burdens and make that choice with this page of Pipes, which is the Page of Swords. And it wasn't really a smart decision. She did it impulsively. Cause she just she bit that apple, that temptation. I'm sorry I keep pausing, but I'm just so at a loss for words right now that it's coming out so clear that things were not working out, so she had to go a different route, and she, attached herself to the powers that be, to the Eyes Wide Shut crew, in order to get this, to get her fame and her power and her respect. Wow, with this Seven of Pentacles here. She had no choice but to do this, but to work and align herself with these people in order to get this. And having to kiss ass, having to, go towards the DEVIL, go down and say, hey, can you help me out so that I can get this? You see the skeleton? She had to turn skeleton on a mug. Bro, this is, I'm not even going to keep looking at this because this is crazy. Like, she really, for entertainment purposes only, signed a deal with the DEVIL so that she can become Azealia Banks, so that she could be who she was, because things were not working out in her favor. And so with this Empress and the Death, she put an end to her true divine nature, her divine self, her real life. She put all that to an end. She chose the devil. That was on her shoulder. Remember I told you, she had the angel and the devil. She was of two minds. It keeps coming up that she was of two. She was of two minds. And we saw 2 and we saw 3 angel number. So she just made a choice to go down that dark path and not align with her spirituality no more. She went below instead of going above. Wow. So let's see about her, early struggles then when it came to her career and being Azealia Banks. This is her early career struggles. We have gaslight, closure, apology, and it's mutual in reverse. So she felt like she had unfinished business with someone who was manipulating her when it came to her career, and she never got the closure that she wanted and got an apology from this person. She thought that this person was there to help her, but it looks like this person was only there actually. That's what this is giving me. All right. Like the feelings were mutual. She thought they was on the same wavelength. This person was just gaslighting her, telling her that they was going to make her have a career, but the whole time they just wanted her for her actual nature. Yeah, 9 of Spades. She needed to 9 of Wands, protect herself from this person. This person is who got her attached to the bloodline. This is the person who told her to do this and that this would be a good idea. Yeah, ancestors say that is the truth with the Ace of Swords coming out here, followed by the Page of Swords. And I Page of Swords twice. Like she was getting angelic guidance and not to do this, trust me, but she gave up her divine nature. She gave up that, her connection with the divine, talking to spirits. You see all these, she gave up that to be haunted by demons and work with demonic people and entities and all of this stuff. She gave up her true Empress energy in order to be a freaking devil, be a demon, literally. Like, wow. She just, and with this Hermit is telling me, Dr. Grant, she's completely halted her spiritual path. She's not on it anymore. It's done. Wow. Wow. So yeah, that was an early career struggle for her. Like, this person was using her sexually, and she thought that this person was supposed to help her get her career. But the whole time they were just using her, and eventually wanted to get her attached to this bloodline and have her aligned with this. And she did. She allowed them to suck her blood, basically, is what you want to call it. She did the rituals and stuff. She aligned. Wow. Her early personal struggles. We have friendly, apathetic, mirror, and great news in reverse. So her early personal struggles were that she didn't really have many friends. All right, like that was appreciative of what she was doing and that was going to be there for her. She felt like she was doing things all alone. Like people was being real cold to her. They didn't mess with her. Like her personal life was pretty bad because she didn't have much friends. She didn't have much people around her that cared. She lost a lot of people. With this great news and mirror in reverse, it's like she didn't have nobody to share all of her good news with. She didn't have nobody who felt like she could that reflected her, and that was the same as her. She didn't have no true friends around her. Everybody that was around her was fake. Like they was planted. These were people that she just met, like newcomers. So she had nothing to do but to focus on her own life because she had nobody to share it with. But she had to do it all by herself, really. Aside from them fake industry people that she was around. Wow. So let's see about her current struggles when it comes to her music career. We have confession, brag in reverse, I'm sorry, and dishonesty. She talks too much. She talks too much. All right, she be running that mouth. That's what this is with this confession. That she's always talking. She running her mouth, and she overdid it. And this is also telling me that she's done made the powers that be mad with this brag coming out in reverse. And I'm sorry, in dishonesty, she did something where she wasn't honest with them, and she lied and went against the powers that be. So they're pretty much leaving her on the outs and talking to her crazy and don't want to deal with her right now. But that's what she's going through. And she talks too much. So it's like nobody wants to work with her. Nobody wants to deal with her. Nobody wants to be around her. Nobody likes her energy. Like, she owes a lot of people apologies because she's real nasty. And she be talking mad, wild, and crazy on people without knowing the truth, with this dishonesty. Like I said, she just be making up lies and talking about it as if it's the truth. And so with this bragging reverse, they saying her main issue is her mouth, how she can't stop talking and running her mouth with this confession. What about her personal struggles right now, currently? Safe space, greed, goodbye, and love. Her personal life, men be using her. She be thinking that she found a safe space, but they really just be looking to her for money or whatever. They don't be having no regard for her feelings. They don't really be liking her, loving her, caring about her. She be in love, and they be ready to say goodbye the moment that they get what they want to get from her. They be effing her and leaving her, using her, draining her, taking from her, and leaving her. All right, they be love bombing her, pretending like they care about her the whole time. They do not. She be left sad and in love and heartbroken because these people was using her for the moment, for greed, and she thought that this person was going to turn out to be a safe space. So that's what she's going through currently in love, is heartbreak, being used, being played. All right, I next asked about her personality. Is it real or is it fake? Okay, so we got stokes your passion, heart's desire blooming, misled by false signals, steer clear, comes back to bite you, bitter taste goes sour, and last minute changes, too late behind schedule. Oh wow. So yeah, like I said, she had the angel and the devil on her shoulder. This was partly part of her personality, and because she couldn't get it under control, and she got so excited, and it made her heart flutter to act this way and behave this way and to move, from a place of hedonistic, sexual, lower, that all of that low vibrational stuff. Since she felt like she loved it and she enjoyed it and she kind of had a vice with it, she chose to step into that. But what they're saying is that this was a bad idea, but this misled by false signals, steer clear. She should never did that. It definitely came back to bite her and left a lot of people with a bitter taste in their mouth about her. She's lost a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit that's going sour for her because of the way that she deals with people, the way that she talks, and her personality, and the way that she behaves. And they're saying it's too late to change anything. She can't go back. It's set in stone. Even though the majority of these cards say no, and they say that that's a force, that's only half of her persona. That's not her full persona. That's the part of her that she leaned into, and so she can't go back and change anything. Like, this is her reputation now, this is who she is, and this is basically what has become her personality, and it's too late to even go back and change and be a different person. So I asked some more. Them bones, yeah. Father Sims, Black Herman. Wow, it's a lot of major arcana coming out here. Son of Sticks, Ace of Sticks, Ten of Coins, Father of Coins, and Three of Sticks. So when it comes to her personality, it's like, yes, it's the shock value, it's the shock factor, but it's also, like I said, she had that devil on her shoulder, and she wanted to go after her passions, her lower carnal energy. And so even though it was coming as a shock to her, even though, it's a very shocking way to behave, she found that she liked it. She enjoyed it. When she was doing that darker stuff and behaving that way and being nasty to people, she found that she quite enjoyed that. And so she leaned into that with this Father Sims and Ten of Pentacles. Like, it's like the Temperance and the Ten of Pentacles. She leaned in, Temperance again. So Temperance twice. She realized that that was going to be the way to overcome, everything that she had been through. It was like, when you was young and people treated you bad, and it's like a hurt people situation where she was bullied, and so the bully just became the bully. That was all. And it was like, she was only waiting on the time for tables to turn and for her to have something shit that she could start treating people the way that she felt like people had treated her in the past, and for her to flip the tables and flip the script. So that's pretty much what she did here. And bonus points with this Ten of Pentacles, she could be aligned with that nasty bloodline and make money too, because she was happy to sell her soul to the devil, okay? This was not an issue for her. She quite enjoyed doing this. All right, she enjoys that factor of control with this Black Hermit and Father of Coins, which is basically the King of Pentacles. Ugh. Oh my God, y'all. When it comes to her personality, though, it's like men are always. She likes for men to dominate and control her. That's basically what they're saying. She likes men to, do nasty things to her, take advantage of her, use her, abuse her. Like, she has a humiliation kink of men taking advantage of her. It's like she has daddy issues that she has not worked through. Oh my God. And then lastly, we have the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. Bro, when it comes to this, it's like she does all of the dark rituals and she does all of that stuff. She has so many creative ways of coming up with ideas to do these kind of dark witchy things, and she be trying to do it to keep these men too, and it don't be working. Yeah, she be using X magic to keep men and sex magic and rituals and all that, and it do not be working. This girl is crazy, yo, and she is loony. Like, she really be bugging out, doing stuff to men, and it do not be working. She tries to use spell work and use these type of things for stuff to go on her advantage, and it never works. It never works. It's like these people, it's so weird, because you see how these snakes is all around, and it's like she she has such a dark energy about her. I'm telling you, a very, very, dark energy about her. And it's okay. A lot of people have like Lilith energy and these certain dark feminine mystique energies, but you have to know how to use them. She uses them for bad. She don't use them for good. She uses them to be a dark witch and do things to people, and that's not cool. You understand? That's not cool. And so yeah, she's doing the devil's bidding right now, and I don't really like that. But let's go ahead and just freaking continue. I next asked about her reputation. Do she care about her reputation? No. Tell you, full of possibility, plenty, creating abundance. This makes her money. This is how she can, be her most hedonistic, insatiable self. The hungry beast that she is. Yeah, she just let it eat. And she's very insatiable. Now, I'm not talking about literally eat. I'm talking about, when it comes to that actual nature and taking advantage and doing all of that hedonistic dark stuff. She's very much into it. She don't care about it, but there's hidden dangers and stillness, perceive with caution. She's not worried about the dangers. She don't care. She don't learn from none of her old experiences. She don't, you know what I'm saying? Even when she get bad news and it turns out bad, she don't care. She do not care. She will continue to do this because she's already turned herself over completely to the dark side. Yep. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the free man, which is the Fool. So she's pretty much aligned herself with this, and she feel, I'm like a bird in a violet. I don't know where my heart is. Listen, she think that this is a good idea. Like, she feels free being able to do this. She feels free as a damn bird doing this stuff, and she do not care. She's very impulsive. She acts very impulsively and does things. So this lines up with that hedonistic, dark, devilish, low vibrational side of her. Like, she can't help but sleep around, dealing with different men, abusing men, letting men abuse her. Like this, doing the hedonistic stuff, involving herself with rituals. She can't help it. She very much enjoys it and finds peace and comfort and solace in doing all of those things. That's what makes her happy. So there's that. And that's how she makes her money as well. Oh, God. I went ahead next and asked, but we already know. I asked, is she an industry plant? No, she's not an industry plant. She's much more sinister than that. Okay, with this safety ahead, navigate towards security. No, she got a way more stable tower and foundation that she's built on, and that's the Eyes Wide Shut crew. That's who protects her. She don't have to, with this losing part of herself, feeling fragmented like oil and water. She don't have to be no industry plant because she got the damn doing that for her. Industry plants don't all have, like I said, demonic deals. Not all of them. Some of them just have, good backing and good pushing. No, she's straight up working with the powers that be in the darkness. All right, that's the security and the protection that she has. She know that they're gonna always protect her and make sure that she's good and make sure she don't have to go through nothing. That's the safety and the security that she has when it comes to her finances, her money, and her career. Wow. And then I next asked, do she have a deal? There we go. I should have pulled 5 cards. I guess I only pulled 4, but 2 yeses and 2 nos. But I already got it. It's already, the answer's already yes here. Okay. Embrace new opportunities. A fresh day begins. Getting satisfaction. Good times. Happy ending. Yeah, she felt like that was a good idea. But with this stuck inside your head, brain freeze, overthinking it, and heavy energy block way down by worry, it's saying that she didn't make a good idea. She didn't make a good idea. She didn't make a good choice. That's a good idea. Because I'm looking at the stuck inside your head. It wasn't a good idea. She didn't make the right choice. And she's always going to have to be living up to their expectations. And that cold, bitter personality that she has is actually going to be a problem for her. And it's going to turn out way worse. She's not going to get the happily ever after. All right? So I want to know more about this stuck inside your head brain freeze. Because I do see career on the top of the deck. So there's something going on with her career currently right now, in terms of her being having this deal and selling her soul. So what is it? Stuck inside your head, brain freeze. Ancestors, what is this about? Health. Oh, her health. Her health is possibly at risk right now. Laughter. She's being laughed at. Oh, okay, date. Listen, she keeps making these bad decisions when it comes to love. And she ends up in these really, really bad situations. What they're saying is that A lot of that stuff is starting to affect her mental health. All of that spell, all of that stuff she was doing to other people, the people she was dating, is basically now returning back to sender now, where she's starting to be a little loopy. All right, with this laughter, where she out here looking like a crazy person, looking like a Looney Tunes. Okay, yeah, with this big favor coming out sideways, looking for help from other people. Like it's not looking good for Azealia right now. Okay, her mental health is not looking good because all of that stuff is backfiring on her right now at this time. Yeah, she's real frustrated. Okay, it says I'm irritated with what I can't control and want you to feel as badly as I do. So she is going through a lot. And then we got small favors. She looking for big favors, small favors, a whole lot of favors. Whoever can help her, whoever can do for her, is telling me that, like I said, they got her on the outskirts right now. She's in a rough patch with them, and that's why she's looking for help and looking for favors, because she's being laughed at, and her mental health is damaged. It's like they use her. It's given like they use her for these rituals, and then they don't really care about nothing outside of that. They just draining her with the, oh my god, social battery drain, the human charger. Oh my god, chronic multitasker, bro. They just using this girl and siphoning off on her, using them for their rituals because they know she's just so obsessed, but they not really helping her. They damaging her mental health. They don't care if she go crazy and she lose her mind. They don't care about whatever addictions, toxicities, and habits she got. They just want to keep siphoning and using her until they drain her completely of all of her life energy and life force. Bro, that's crazy. I ain't never, like, oh my god, just for attaching herself to this bloodline. She got herself intertwined with something that she ain't really prepared for, with this tech wizard and DIY disaster. She all over social media, bugging with the social media junkie, just talking crazy, saying anything out her mouth, because she's losing it. She's losing it mentally. All right, so I went ahead and asked next, is there anybody, is there any outside forces working against her? I'm pretty sure. We got gift, travel, desert, greed, and runaway. Interesting. All right, so when it comes to, like I said, they oh my god, you guys, I hate to say this, but this is exactly what I said, but it's even worse than that. So it's like, yeah, she has certain gifts that they're siphoning off of her that they use to get their abundance to move forward with this travel coming out here. And then, like I said, they leave her out in the cold. I can't make it up. With this desert, they leave her out in the cold. They siphon off of her to get their abundance and their money, and then she's left begging with this greed and runaway. She's left begging, people needing help, and they're nowhere to be found. They running away from her. They don't want to help her. They don't want to give her nothing. She's always on the hunt looking for a new person to get a handout from, and then this person just ends up playing her, siphoning off of her, using her, and then she gets no help. This happens in her love life, and this is happening in terms of her career, because the powers that be that she's aligned with are playing her and using her. This is crazy. All right, I said, does she know? My next ask, does she know? Justice. No, she's cuffed. Neighborhood, clean up. Oh my god, this is crazy. CULT and debt, bro. She be okay for entertainment purposes only. No, she don't know, because what it is that when she's involved with these rituals, they use her a lot to clean up behind some of the things that they're doing. So she don't know that all the while she's going into more and more karmic debt. They siphoning off of her, they using her, they playing her, and they got her financially tied down and trapped. But it's like she don't even see it. Cause she think that she's part of like the Justice League when it comes to them. She's doing the spell work to help them stay out of situations and clean up. She's involved in helping with the rituals and the cleanup. So she don't see that they're playing her too, and that they're draining her more than anything. While she's busy cleaning up all of the stuff that they're doing behind closed doors, using her psychic gifts and her talents to be a damn dark witch for them. Just like Kim is. It's basically the same thing that Azealia is doing here. Helping them to clean up stuff and get out of certain situations, and doing spell work to have stuff work out for them, doing big rituals and all kind of stuff. Wow, Azealia, oh word. She wanted the Eyes Wide Shut crew root workers. For sure. And then we also got male organized crime and aerial killer over here. So this is what she do. She helped them to target certain males, get them, do work against them. She's involved with this, and she's like literally the root worker for them. She helps them to get out of certain situations, power supply, regret, and mountains. She helps them to overcome obstacles, situations that turn out bad for them. She makes sure that the situation is not left in regret for them. So if it involves getting rid of a male, with this aerial killer, she'll do the spiritual work to help it to happen in the physical. Definitely part of that crew. Be watching men and be handling, like being a handler. Yeah, that's what she be doing. That's why she be doing doing spell work and doing different stuff on them, thinking it's gonna make them stay, make them do her bidding, and it don't be working. It's crazy. I'm ready to get up out of this reading, so let's go ahead and close it out. I went ahead and asked about, future music career predictions and then future personal life predictions. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I know only 5 came out for each. So future music career predictions: Weeping Willow, Frying Pan, Bear, Broom in Reverse, and Money Path. So only thing that came out upright is Bear. So it's gonna be danger, especially when it comes to her money matters. That's one thing that she can for sure expect to see, they said. Alright. With this Money Path and Broom coming out, they saying that she's not about to get no new opportunities, no new money, no new paths of abundance and prosperity is going to be opening for her no time soon. No, no, no. That is not happening. It's only danger when it comes to her finances. We also have Weeping Willow and Frying Pan coming out in reverse. So this is telling me that she's gonna be going through some sort of sorrow. When it comes to her family matters, because we do have the family tree on here, so there's gonna be some, God forbid, but there's gonna be some sorrow in terms of family matters. And with this trouble and accusations, she's gonna be going through some sort of public accusations. Obviously they're gonna help protect her from it, I feel like, because she's attached to them still, but this is part of them putting her through that rough patch. And she don't want to listen, and she didn't behave, and she did something that she wasn't supposed to do. This is their way of getting retaliation against her, is by putting her through some trouble and some accusations. It's not going to work out with this Frying Pan coming out of reverse, is telling me, but she is going to have to go through some temporary storm so that she knows her place, quote unquote, and doesn't make the same mistake again. So let's just really quickly, because we might as well just find out what is it that she's done, because there's going to be accusations. So what did she do? She did something. Archway and Fair Man in reverse. It's like she did something that harmed a man and didn't involve this certain man and cut him out of the situation. She, took on a new opportunity without him. Sorry, y'all, card drop. And he felt like that was unfair. That was a problem. I don't know who this man is. But her opening up that pathway with him and trying to do something with him, the powers that be, the eyes by Shaktu, they was not okay with that. They was not okay with not knowing and being cut out of that situation. Yeah, you will be playing a different role. It's like she was trying to go outside of them and do something all on her own and wear her own hat and think she was the big boss. And they was like, oh no, you ain't that big up, you ain't that hard to be just going out here and doing whatever it is that you think you want to do. All right, because no, we control you. So that's what the issue is. And then now I just want to know what's these accusations going to be about? What are they going to be accusing her of? If it's, that's the future energy, some accusations. I do see Peacock, Hand, and Feather, and Broken Ring coming out in reverse. So they're going to be talking about how she broke, she ain't got no money, she going through financial issues, she stressed, possibly about her love life with this Broken Ring. Confirmation about a lover that she was dealing with. We might see her, they might show her looking crazy out here with this Peacock. They might show her looking a total fool out here in need of help or assistance, begging, doing something, asking somebody for something. Like it says, someone is undependable and insincere. So somebody that she trusts with this feather is going to be, it could also be a message. I'm looking at this feather. It could be like text messages, a phone conversation that's leaked, just showing how hungry and beggar that she is and how she's not doing good in life and she's in need of assistance and help from somebody else. She looking for handouts. So, that's what the accusations is going to be surrounding. Oh yeah. I see Cobweb and Broken Bridge coming out in reverse. So the same people that was protecting her from negative forces, they're going to be breaking that bridge because she tried to do something on her own. So they got to let her know, don't ever do that again. You don't do that. We can cause some permanent issues for you. All right. Like we can cause some permanent issues for you. It ain't gonna be permanent, but we can do that. We can show you how quickly we can take away from you and things can change. So that's what the future prediction is for that. And then what about her personal life? Yeah, she's gonna be in a financial pinch. All right, and they saying that with this caterpillar, like there's gonna be some significant changes that's happening. Remember, the caterpillar, that's back at the front. That's before the cocoon, before you become a butterfly. She's going back to the beginning. She's going back to basics on them. All right, it's saying persevere and you will overcome problems, but that's coming out in reverse. These are not problems that she can escape. Karma is coming with this sun. Karma is coming. It's going to be hitting her like a ton of bricks. And she's not going to be able to avoid going on this long journey with this elephant coming out here. She's definitely going to be stressing it in a financial pinch. So that's what they got as far as her personal life. Is there anything else that y'all, want to tell us about this one here? Azealia Banks before I close out the reading. Page of Cups, the Sun, and Knight of Cups. So, yeah, listen. Basically what they're saying is that remember how I said that she's going to be going through a financial pinch. The sun already came out here, right? The sun already came out here. That's telling me that she about to be looking to see to the sky. She about to be looking to see if she, don't be surprised if this girl run to Jesus and start talking all of this godly stuff and she changed up her whole personality and character, and now it's all happiness and rainbows and sunshine and I love God and I found this newfound happiness and I'm this new person. And don't be surprised if she try to switch up her whole entire character on us, you guys, with this Page of Cups. She might try to do that, really try to convince us and be like, oh yeah, you know, I found God. And don't watch out for her, because she's gonna be trying to spin her personality in a different way, yeah, with this magician. And she is gonna be with this, oh, I knew it. That's why I said, oh, she's gonna be trying to make this make things still work out in her favor. She's gonna be doing that spell work, possibly back on them same powers that she worked with, because we know that this girl don't mind doing things on her own. She don't care about listening to the powers that be. She's following the beat of her own drum and doing what she want to do. So with this Knight of Cups, she's gonna be doing something. She's gonna be making an offer. It's gonna be real creative. She's coming up with ideas right now with this magician, and she's gonna be doing that spell work to reverse things and send them back in her favor. All right, she will be doing spell work to change up her destiny here, and she's gonna be trying to go on this route of, oh, I'm so godly, and she's gonna try to change up her whole character. I promise y'all. Like, oh no, I just love God, and let me start treating people nice and give this person their flowers, and might try to say something nice about Cardi B, or the same people that she was talking shit about. She gonna turn around and spit it and change it and act like she done switched up and she's different and she cares about people now, and she's an altruist and she's good hearted and kind and she loves everybody. Like, girl. But yeah, that's what I have as far as Azealia Banks and, you know, her career, a deep dive into her and her future predictions. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how do you feel about Azealia Banks and everything that you heard in the reading. All right, and I will catch y'all later. Love you.